What's good, everybody? It's Roms, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video, guys. And of course, this video, I'm going to be doing a quick little video. I'm not too sure how long it's going to be, honestly, but it's going to be kind of a review, a recap of what transpired over this last week at YCS Sacramento, as well as the last couple of hours. And of course, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I will have a Banlist video coming up very soon. As soon as it releases, guys, this might be a double upload day. I'm really feeling it. But without further ado, guys, we're going to start off with the video. So, Yu-Gi-Oh, Konami, YCS, whatever they are, basically announced that 915 duelists have gathered at the Safe Credit Union Convention Center looking to kick off the 2025 season with a YCS victory. Now, that's actually kind of crazy because 915 at a YCS is wild when, like, I'm pretty sure the last YCS was about like 2000 if I'm not mistaken. This is also interesting because this YCS is in California, where people are always traveling, and California is like a prime destination, so it's kind of surprising that only 900 people went there. My assumption is that people just assumed that the ban list was going to drop and they didn't really want to prepare for it if they had to, as well as like people just deemed this final YCS as like a pretend YCS, like, okay, it's the last YCS before the new season starts, as opposed to like the start of the season type of thing. So I feel like just a lot of people didn't really care about it, especially because like Worlds already concluded, so there's not much. But one crazy thing to note, and like I really like that Konami's doing this, is they said the next Forbidden Limitless blah 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 is slated for late August, making this the final event of the current format. At the NAWCQ, we saw the prowess of Snake Eyes and Yubel, as well as Fiendsmiths, mixing perfectly with a ton of strategies. It could be the one last hurrah for these decks before the Forbidden and Limited list changes things up. So one thing to really kind of take away from this is like they're basically announcing that, like, okay, we know Snake Eye, Yubel, and Fiendsmith have been going crazy. We are going to hit it. I really like this. It reminds me of kind of the ban list announcement when they're like, okay, guys, we know that kind of shit's hitting the fan. We will release the ban list in late August. But more on the kind of like the YCS, one thing that kind of was released a few hours ago in NA, I guess, is the World's ban list. I'm not too sure if this will change with the TCG list. This essentially is kind of solidifying like what cards are legal in a sense, I would say. One thing that does suck though is Necroquip and Aerial Eater are not legal for this. So like, even though Yubel at first glance is going to be good, again, Tenpai is probably going to be like the deck to play. And yeah, so it also says cards released after July 19, 2024 are not allowed in the World Championship Tournament. So like no Rota cards, things of that nature. One thing as well to kind of take away from this is they haven't really set another disclaimer like, okay, this is the list. This is just kind of like a culmination list. I'm not too sure if this is subject to change or not. Hopefully it is, because that just means that Konami can go absolutely crazy with the ban list. But now moving on to some recaps, guys. Again, we also have the winner. So shout out to Jesse Cotton. He now has 6 YCSs. He also has won a UDS, so he's arguably the GOAT of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's probably between him and Chris LeBlanc. Christian Uranus slowly getting up there as well. He has a bunch of wins. I'm not sure how much he has. I think he has 4 or 5. LeBlanc, I know he has 6 YCS wins, and then Jesse Cotton has 6 with UDS and World Qualifications. So shout out to Jesse Cotton on that regard. Then we will be talking about kind of the way that the YCS transpired. So you can see round 6, we have 63% Snake Eye. It's kind of crazy, or no, sorry, 43% Snake Eye. And you guys can see kind of how the chart just slowly starts to transpire and get a little bit crazy into the top 16. But you guys will see here, let me just close these for you guys. So we will see here the YCS Sacramento. So again, 19 Snake Eye in top 32. Literally everyone was saying like, okay, this is gonna happen. We are not in a tier 0 format. Trust me. And like I said before, as soon as you get top cut, you guys will notice that it's tier 0. People are sick of it, right? Yubel being the second most represented deck is understandable, but again, Snake Eye can go first and second pretty well because like the amount of hand traps they play plus the engine cards, whereas Yubel struggles a little bit more than Snake Eye going second, unless they're on like a board breaker list. But board breakers don't really work against Snake Eye in a vacuum, I would say. So yeah, but then moving on, you guys can kind of see the conversions start to fall off. So Yubel absolutely dropped. White Forest Memento only stopped the top 16. And then we also have 5 Yubel that passed away. We have 2 Tenpai, but 1 ended up going to the finals. And then we also have 19, and then 10, and then 5, and then 2, and then 1, and then Snake Eye 1. So again, if this isn't really like anything to think, this is just like a recap of kind of the format. Snake Eye, Tenpai, Yubel, Runic, Memento. It's weird because I'm pretty sure this was Runic White Forest, so I don't know why they like separated it, but whatever, right? And then yeah, so moving on, we also had some funny kind of interactions. So one of them was going to be this match here. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. I have the timestamp here. It's a very interesting match. You guys can see that handshake was extended kind of as the duel is still progressing, and the reason for this is it was essentially like one of those they were in time and it was essentially the new rules they do, I believe, is like if they do it in time it's a feature match, you can kind of check for life points at the end. So he proceeded to end phase, he went moon in, he gained life points, his opponent refused to shake his hand, and this kind of became like a meme throughout like the Yu community, with the handshake and things of that nature. So it is interesting. I do think that like there should be some form of degree of sportsmanship, but I do understand like you're on a big stage, you are a little bit salty, like we all get salty here and there, so it's like it's good enough. Like you guys can see here, like it was a little interesting kind of the way he played it, but to each your own, right? Like all people have been hating on him, but kind of you just have to use the place to your advantage, right? You can't really do much if somebody is kind of doing this. It's just the way that the game goes, right? Like you're playing Fiend Set Snake Eye, your combos are going to take like 45 minutes, you know you're going to time, so this is just, you just have to deal with it. And yeah, so that was that. And then there was also the little funny U-Bell FTK here, where Beatrice dumps I believe it's Nightmare Archfiends or something like that, or like you activate it and then you reset it, and then during your opponent's turn you dump Transaction Rollback, and then basically you also have the Earthbound card as well. So essentially what happens is you Nightmare Archfiend, give them monsters to, you give them 3 tokens, sorry, you give them 3 tokens, each token has 2k attack, so 2, 4, 6, and then when they're destroyed the controller takes 800 damage per, right? So 8, 16, 24. Cool. Then you dump this Earthbound card, but the Earthbound card says, I'm pretty sure it's like destroy all monsters on the field or something, right? So basically what it does is you activate Nightmare Archfiends, you give them the 3 tokens which are 2k attack, and then you use the Earthbound card which burns them for the attack of the for the combined total attack of the destroyed monster. So it's gonna be 6k and then 8, 16, 24, so they take 8400. So this is another thing. It's pretty funny that this guy ended up going top 4 as well, so he ended up proceeding doing the FTK. So again, I really think that this is kind of the peak of what this format is, and I feel like it's really good because it kind of showcases how crazy Beatrice is and all these other engines. So again, to each your own, right? So like I said before, guys, it was just gonna be a quick video. I always knew it was gonna be a quick video. Just wanted to do a quick breakdown and update, and then we also had like the Forbidden and Limited list, but people keep saying U-Bell is gonna be good, but without Aerial Eater, Necroquip Princess, it might be a little bit difficult. I do think Tenpai just kind of gonna smoke the competition there in that regard. But again, guys, that's for my video. I will have a Banlist video coming out if it does come out, double upload. My name's Hamza. Like I would say, guys, keep on shining, never on your dreams. Peace.